What's happening, y'all? I'm gonna wait for all my notifications to get sent out. I guess YouTube may let people know I'm on. I don't know what's going on yet. We'll find out in just a minute. Hey, there's one person. What's up, viewer? How you doing? Hey, all right. I like. How about that? Hi, Ashley. What's happening? Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day, kiddo. You know, I'm actually kind of glad to see you on here tonight in case, there's some riffraff you need to chase off. I had a real bad one yesterday. I had to get rid of him myself because, well, unfortunate enough for me, you were nowhere to be found. But it's all right. I know you're a busy girl. Okay. I took care of it though. I just don't like it when people come on here and say ignorant shit. You know what I mean? Hey, we got another viewer. Hello, viewer. What's happening? So I'm going to take a few minutes here early in my live feed. I'm only going to be on for about an hour. Well, I was talking about having to mow the yard and stuff, and I had somebody come on and make some pretty racist comments. It kind of pissed me off, to be honest with you. We deal with racism enough in this country without people like him, continuing the fad or whatever it is. It's something that the media pushes, and it's something that, unfortunately, there are groups that believe that there's more than there actually is. But he was rather ignorant, so I took care of it myself. What's up, viewers? I see I got a few more people in there. Anyway, so first of all, what I'm going to do this evening, I've got my CB radio on. I don't know if there's really many people talking tonight. It's kind of odd that it's as quiet as it is. But I'm guessing that a lot of people are probably out celebrating the 4th, which, hello, happy 4th of July, by the way, everybody. So this is my Independence Day feed. And as I was telling Ashley, I'm only going to be on for about an hour. So if you got any comments, questions, if you want to shout out, let me know. I'll give you a shout out. It won't cost you anything. So I got to get my trusty dusty knife here. I'm going to break down some boxes. In this house, we're avid Amazon shoppers, and I'm actually in the basement of my house. It's all finished down here. It's a really cool area to kind of come and chill out. Anthony hasn't called me since last week. He did say that he got a new job, and he seems to be doing fairly well. And I guess we'll find out soon enough, how things are going with him. I guess he's going to call me, tomorrow or something. The Whitaker family's on, too. How about that? It's amazing. They must be having fireworks over there in West Virginia today. Somebody's actually keeping up with their channel now, which is really interesting. I don't know who it is. I guess maybe a member of their family or somebody that's married into their family. But anyway, I'm not going to plug Mountain Dew tonight, so we're going to go Sam's Purified Drinking Water. Now I know that looks kind of funny. That is actually purified water, but it's got some flavoring in it. And I know that's not good etiquette, but it's my video, it's my channel, and I'll do what I want. All right. So, first thing we're going to do is break down some of these boxes. I feel like a kid at Christmas sometimes when I do this. I have run into a couple of instances where I've opened boxes and there was stuff in them that we missed. So, anyway. Like I say, we're avid Amazon shoppers, so we just take all our boxes and throw them down in the basement here, what I call my man cave. Then I come down, you know, once every couple of weeks. I break down boxes and that kind of thing. It's actually pretty convenient. And I'll probably stick them in the back of the truck, take them to work on Monday, and put them in the recycle bin at work. That's been one of my best places to take them anyway. I got a big dumpster there, you know. Anyway. Let's see here. Yeehaw. Happy 4th of July. Yep. Landed free and home in the brave. Yay. Alright. That hangs down here in my man cave. Yep. So, are you at, Ashley, are you at Mindy's house? Clean up that clutter? Yeah, no kidding. I got more junk than I know what to do with, Ashley. It's unbelievable. I never knew that one person could accumulate so much stuff besides my mom. You're at Mindy's house, okay. Will you tell Mindy I said hello? She's probably pretty surprised that I do live videos, huh? I got a bunch of people coming in, but nobody's staying. Dee says she thought it might be a bad idea for me to do this live video tonight. Wouldn't be anybody on, but so far it's not been too bad, right? I've had a few people come in and say hello. Well, nobody said anything, but when they come in and check out my page or my channel for a minute, that's the same as saying hello to me. Fucking my hair's all messed up. I've been using this new shampoo and conditioner, and it doesn't quite do a good job like I like. I like my hair to kind of lay in one place, but that's for another day. Anyway, she said hello. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad to see you hanging out with some good people, Ashley. That makes me feel pretty good. You know, I'm gonna be ending this probably around. Well, it'll be. Let's see, it's 9 o'clock Central Time, so it's probably, 10 o'clock your time? So I'm probably going to be ending this around 10 p.m. Central Time, so I can go on VR chat and hang out with some friends for a little while. I know it's not really like hanging out, like in real life, but it is pretty cool to be able to do that anyway. So, just to give you guys a heads up, I guess my mom's at a concert tonight over in Lake of the Ozarks. They have an amphitheater over there, and when she goes to see Trace Adkins, I believe is who she went to see over there. So I imagine she's doing fairly well. So 10:11 is your time. Yeah, that's what I figured, because you're an hour ahead of me. So it's only, 10 minutes after 9 here, 11 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that. But, one at a time, You guys go watch fireworks tonight, Ashley? Over in Waxhaw. Is she still living in Waxhaw? Is that where Mindy's at these days? Is over in Waxhaw? Or did she move out from over there? And I thought didn't her parents own some land over there or something? All kinds of laundry baskets and shit down here too. They do. Of course, I'm sure that you remember that, Ashley. We have washer and dryer downstairs. She's not in Waxhaw anymore. She moved to Lancaster. Oh boy. Yeah, I remember my days in Lancaster. Those were some of the toughest years of my life. Down in Lancaster, South Carolina. That was definitely a time I'd rather forget, but, unfortunate enough for me, I've got a good memory. that was rather difficult to live down there at that time. Being the circumstances they were. I guess if my situation was different, then that time in Lancaster might not have been too bad. But unfortunately, it was. In case you guys were wondering, the guys that just came in, guys and girls. Hey, what's up, Muhammad? How you doing this evening? Muhammad Lanu, is that right? Lanu. It's good to see you in there. Thanks for visiting my channel. Yeah, I give everybody shout outs. I don't know if you've heard this before or been to my channel before, but I give shout outs to people and I don't require them to subscribe, like the video or any of that stuff, but at least I get a comment, right? But if you'd like to subscribe, you can subscribe up there. If you want to comment, you comment down there. And if you'd like to like my video, you tap the screen twice and it'll say you liked it, and then my little thumbs up here will come up and it'll let me know that you liked my video. Anyway. So we're just sitting around. I'm not sure where you're at, Muhammad, but we're sitting around just discussing, me breaking down boxes and, because we're avid Amazon shoppers and stuff like that. So, and then I'm only going to be on for about an hour tonight. I got stuff I got to going to go. I'm going to spend time with my best friend. We don't get to see each other very much anymore like we used to when we lived in Nashville. Okay, baby, I love you too. Have a good night. I'll talk to you again soon. Okay, sleep well. Tell Mindy I said good night. Give her a big old hug for me and all that good stuff. All right, we'll see you. Peace. I think we broke a record here. Yes, sir, she said good night. I think we broke a record here. This is the biggest. I've never had a box this big from Amazon before. And they had, what was sent in this box had a box around it. And I'm really surprised that they put it in this box this big. But that helps me because now I have somewhere to put all my boxes that I've broken down. And I can haul them off accordingly. I used to like to do this, but it's gotten to be quite aggravating. It gets aggravating after a while because there's a lot of boxes and I got to put them all in one great big box, and then I got to carry that great big box upstairs and stuff. And getting them to fit is the hard part. Trying to smash them down enough that it doesn't cause any problems. But I'd rather have one big box with a lot of little boxes in it than I would have a lot of little boxes just laying all over the floor. Hello, viewers. There's 2 of you here now. That's right. Not sure who you are or where you're from. But welcome to my channel. I thought I'd do a video tonight. It's Independence Day here in America. I'm not sure how many people we'll have from other countries in tonight. I generally get 1 or 2 in. But I'm not sure how many people we have in foreign countries tonight. But today is Independence Day of the United States of America. And it's a pretty important day in history. It's when our forefathers, founded the United States of America and came up with the Bill of Rights, and we gained our freedom after the Revolutionary War. We won our freedom from that country right there. I fly that flag because I think it's a cool flag. But you have your ignorant people that don't know anything about history and don't know flags, and they think that's a Confederate flag, and it's not. It's very much different than a Confederate flag. So, anyway. of my some people talking on channel 28 this evening on the CB radio. That's what I've done. Keep getting notices from Facebook about, or not Facebook, but YouTube about my videos containing copyrighted material. So I'm not going to play any music. And generally, when I do play music, it's stuff that just comes on randomly. I don't pick these songs. I'm listening to the radio or Alexa or something, XM radio, and they play stuff. I can't help what they play. But, YouTube, Filthy Nasty Brands, wants to make sure I know I'm not supposed to be using copyrighted material. Then they silence part of my videos so that it doesn't show up in other countries and stuff. Mike Green, what's up, Mike Green? How you doing this evening? Good to see you in there. Haywood, what's my husband's name? Whose husband? I don't have a husband. You're going to be ignorant, I'll kick you off of here. I ain't putting up with that shit. Of course, there's a joker in every batch, Mr. Haywood. Whatever. So, see, I have more control over your time on my channel than you do. Batshit crazy. What's up, man? Saw you the other day coming home from work. So that was when MAGA got on. Was it you that told me that I look like Eddie Money? I don't remember. It's been a couple of days. Somebody came in there and said I did. But and right after that, it's kind of ironic. Oh my bad, you just look like you enjoy. Oh, fuck you, asshole. You're a dick, Mr. Haywood. I'm taking care of you. Bye, asshole. Alright, he's gone. I don't have to worry about him no more. Dumbass. It's ignorant shit like that right there. It really pisses me off. Stupid motherfuckers. Got nothing else better to do than go around talking shit on people's live feed. No, Stephen King's baby brother, though. Stephen King's baby brother. I don't know who he is, unfortunately. I don't read books. I guess you can tell I don't read books. I read enough to get me by, like on Facebook and things like that. I get on there every once in a while and read, little things. I don't do a whole lot of reading. I used to read a lot as a kid. A lot of actually, I read Stephen King books, and then I read a lot of Frank Herbert and J.R. Tolkien. I read all the Hobbit series books, which were really cool fantasy type stuff anyway. But I don't do a lot of reading now. You could be that Happy Fishes Bro. Okay. Right on. I got you. Anyway, so I was breaking down boxes a few minutes ago, and I'm only going to be on here, like I said, for about an hour tonight. I've been on for, 20 minutes. I did get some shit done today. I was telling people yesterday I was going to do a video. I really should have done it earlier in the day, but I think people are probably, most of the fireworks shows are over by now, at least on the East Coast they are anyway. But I don't know how many people we have in from foreign countries. It says I've only got one viewer right now. I'm not really sure who that is. If that's you, batshit, I'm still here. Anyway, I'm not sure about foreign countries, if we have anybody in from those or not. Usually I get people in from India. I get a lot of India. I get Australia. Sometimes I've had people in from Australia. You ride Um, I don't know is that a car or scooter or have? Um, well, I drive a SUV, a 2008 Chevy Trailblazer. I drive that. You know, it's my go back and forth to work car. I do have a scooter, a 49cc scooter, but I've also got a Harley Davidson Iron 883 that I ride. Not very often anymore though. I had an issue about a year and a half ago. I had to lay my bike down, and luckily I was only doing, I don't know, 5 to 7 miles an hour or something like that. I was on a service road uh, in behind some businesses. I was going to make a turn into a parking lot where there was an ATM, and there was somebody coming out where I needed to go in. Well, when he pulled out, he pulled directly in my lane, cut me off, and I mean, I was already going slow enough. He should have been able to see me, but you know, some people just don't pay attention, and they don't look for bikers like they used to. You know what I mean? So, especially because now I'm not sure where you're at, batshit, but here in Missouri, you know, they legalized marijuana. So you already have stupid drivers. Now you've got stone stupid drivers out there, and they just don't pay attention to the road. And it's amazing, you know, that I knew this was going to be a bad idea, but, you know, I don't have anything against pot smokers. I really don't. I mean, if that's your thing, but, you know, just don't get behind the wheel of your car when you're stoned. That's stupid, you know. I understand it's not like, you know, when you've been drinking, you know, but, I mean, any drug that, you know, is a mind or mood altering chemical that you look like you ride a bit. Enduro, Moto Guzzi here. Yeah, I hear you. I know I've got a Bentelli Beast. It's a 49cc, but it looks like a crotch rocket. And then I've got a 2019 Harley Davidson Iron 883. It's the XL model. I'm gonna see if I can get my tablet to come on here, and I'll see if I can get in there and show you a picture of it. But I don't know, man. I've ridden dirt bikes, you know, most of my life, and four wheelers and shit. So back in 2017, my dad had a three wheeler. It was a Harley. I don't know. It was like a 1600 or something like that. And he wanted to ride with me, and he told me one day, he's like, "Hey Jimmy, you know, let's go down to the Harley place and get you a motorcycle." And I thought about it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do all that. But then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, you know, well, if I'm riding with my dad, it shouldn't be that bad. So I'll go ahead and do that shit. They're going to ask me for my sign-in information. Give me just a second here, guys and girls. But anyway, so I did get to ride with him one time. The scooters, maybe is that that's your scooter's name, maybe, or is that the name brand? Show the scooter. Oh, the scooter. You want to see the scooter? Okay, give me just a minute. Let me sign into my Facebook account. I don't fire this thing up very often, and it's let's see here. I don't know if this is going to let me in or not. I'm going to try this. There we go. Anyway, I do have a photo of the scooter in here somewhere. It's, I don't know if you've seen the Bentelli. If you look online, I already have an account and I'm already signed in. What the hell are you doing here to me? I don't know what happened. It's taken me like through this long drawn out process. I don't want to get started. I've already signed in. Damn, what the hell? Alright, Facebook. Alright, I already have an account. Guys are starting to talk a little bit out there in radio land. Um, all right. I'm working on it, man. Just bear with me here. Now, maybe it'll let me get in. All right, continue. Use your Google account to continue. Why is it doing this to me? I don't understand. Oh, probably because I've got a two-way um, double authentication or whatever it's called. I don't know. That's the wrong password there. I don't use but just a few. Shit. Well, I'm not going to be able to do that. Anyway, I'll do that another time. Also, Gatsa Piaggio. Piaggio, kind of soft, reliable though. Yeah, actually, I used to have two Bentelli Scorches, but I saw the Bentelli Beast and I liked it a whole lot. So that's why I wanted to do the Beast. Like I said, it looks like a little crotch rocket. It's actually pretty cool. Um, it's kind of a champagne red color, almost the same color as my curtains over here. I'm going to see if I can get in a different way to Facebook. Since I've already signed in, it may, nope, it's not going to let me go in like that either. Okay, hold on just a second. This is like the fourth time I've done this here. 1, 3, 6, 9. Just bear with me here. I hate to do this, but expensive like two strokes. No, we don't have two strokes here anymore. When the when they started all that, um, when they started all those regulations, like for the global warming or whatever, climate disaster bullshit, because that's what it is bullshit. Um, they stopped bringing two strokes into my part of the country. I went actually a few years. Well, actually, it's been it's been about 12 years ago. I went to the Suzuki place over in a place called Chesterfield Alley here in town, and I was looking for a Suzuki RM 125, which is a two-stroke bike. And when I went in there, the guy was like, "Well, we can't sell those in the United States anymore because they've been outlawed." So I thought, well, that's weird. But he did tell me, he says, "Look, I've got a four-stroke that I can set you up on, but it's not going to be the one you want." And I was like, "No, we did Silver Dollar City Ozarks way back." Yeah, I've been there quite a few times. Silver Dollar City's pretty freaking cool, man. I really enjoy that place. Let me see if this is the right one. You entered an old password. Okay, let me put in the new one. Yeah, I like Silver Dollar City. That's a pretty cool place. I used to go to a place in Charlotte when I lived there called Carowinds. And why doesn't this thing let me in? Fuck. Alright, space case. Alright, let's see here. I may not be able to sell you these pictures, man. I can't get into my Facebook account for some reason. And Cephas. Yeah. Oh, I know what it is now. Okay. I know what I was doing wrong. You know, I've been doing this shit a long time, and you'd think I know how to do it by now. But we all have our blonde moments, don't we? All right, what an accomplishment. I finally got in. Okay, now waiting for approval. Shit, where's my phone? My phone's upstairs. Fuck. Oh, wait a minute, I'm on my phone. Duh. Wait, Jesus Christ. I'm full of it tonight, guys. I'll tell you what, and I don't know what without leaving my live feed, I don't know how to check. Let's see here. Um, let's see, there we go. Yeah, I know somebody's trying to log in, let it reconnecting. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to get into my Facebook account, to look up some stuff for one of the guys that's on here tonight. But I think I'm in now. Let me see here. Yeah, there we go. Trust this device. Okay. I'm going to show some, let's see here. So you want to see a picture of my scooter, is that right? Okay, let's see here. Let me see if I can find my photos. They've changed Facebook around a little bit, so it's hard for me to kind of find what's going on here. Albums, profile photos. Should I use it as a profile? It's going to take me a few minutes to find this because I don't know exactly where it's at. Let's see here. Okay, this is I don't know how well you can see. This is a Bentelli that I had. That's a 49cc Bentelli. And then there's a blue one right beside it. My girl and I both had one. Gotta jump. Gotta jump. Oh, you'll be back though? Okay. All right, man. Well, it's good to see you this evening. Good hanging out. Anyway, it's all good. What's up, viewer? So, I don't know. I was talking to Batshit Crazy there just a minute ago. He was wanting me to show him a picture of my scooter. I actually have photos of my motorcycles as well. See if I can find one real quick. I've got an Iron 883 Harley Davidson, and I've got a Suzuki RMZ 125 or 250. I'm sorry. It's a 4-stroke bike. They don't make the 2-strokes anymore, or if they do, they don't sell them in the United States anymore. The 2-stroke Suzukis. So if you have a 2-stroke Suzuki in the United States, you need to hang on to it seriously, because that bike, one of these days, that bike's going to be worth a lot of money. I guarantee you that. But I'm going to see if I can find a photo of my Harley here. Show it off a little bit. Okay, so this is my Harley right here. Now these are, of course, off of Facebook. And I know we've got the ring back there. Marcus, what's up in Turkey this evening? How are we doing over there? Marcus, Deed? Wow, so cool. Yeah, I'm in the United States. Oh, you like the bike? Is that what you were saying? So cool about the bike? Yeah, that's me. That's my Harley Davidson. There was a guy on here batshit crazy a minute ago, and he was wanting to see a scooter that I had. And I guess if you're an avid bike rider, motorcycle, they call that scooters. So this is a photo that was taken probably in probably 2005 or 2006. This is a dirt bike that I had. This is a Suzuki RMZ 120 or RM 125. That's a 2-stroke bike. Unfortunately, I got rid of that bike. That was a 2000 model, one of the faster bikes I've ever had. I used to go ride. I lived in North Carolina, which is a different state. I know you said you were in Turkey, right, Marcus? So I lived in a different state. I live in a state called Missouri now. I used to live in a place called North Carolina. And back when I lived in North Carolina, I didn't have to have a trailer or anything unless I was hauling my bike a long way, because I could usually, get on my bike and go because I lived out in the country. And but I can't do that here. So anytime I want to go ride my dirt bike, I have to load up the trailer, put it on the car, pull my bike 50 miles, 45 to 50 miles just to ride it. And then, of course, when I get back, it's going to be all muddy and stuff. So I have to clean it off and, unload it, clean it off, let it dry, put it in the building. None of my bikes have ever spent the night outside. That's never happened. Um, the reason being is because I've got a building that I fit all these bikes in. And I don't, as long as I keep them clean, you know what I mean? I don't have to worry about dirt and shit in my building. So I always clean them before I put them away. But I've got a 150. Let's see. Here's another bike I used to have. This is, I don't know how well you can see this. That's a that was a 1992 Honda CR250R. That was a two-stroke bike as well. I used to do a lot of riding before. I don't do much riding anymore. I do, like I said, I have a street bike. I've got a dirt bike, a four-wheeler, a couple of scooters. But I don't drive them that often. Just, because, well, especially the street bike. I never owned a street bike until 2017. And I actually started out riding a Harley Davidson Street Rod 750, which was a pretty cool bike. And it was, it was really basically the only bike they could get me financed on at first. And I found, well, it was a sport bike. It was Harley Davidson's crotch rocket, I guess you could say. It was a 750. It was super fast off the line, because it was real light. So it was super fast. But it had a lot of top end in it too. But I noticed that after I owned it a while, like when I would stop at stoplights and shit, and I would go to put my feet down, that my hips would cramp real bad. And then, of course, from leaning forward on the handlebars, my fingers would fall asleep. So I had that bike about a year, and I decided to trade it in on this Iron 883. Now the Iron 883 is only a 5-speed. My Honda 750 or my Harley 750 was only a 5-speed. I mean a 6-speed. I'm sorry. My Harley's a 5-speed, and it's like the 6 gears like an overdrive on the 750 street rod. I wish I could find a picture of it. That was a sweet looking bike too. I don't know if I have a photo here of it. I probably don't. Either that or it's buried way down here in my photos somewhere. But I've got a 150 four-wheeler too. It's one of those Japanese or Chinese knockoffs, that you buy like at these hardware stores and shit. It's made by Tao Tao, and it's an automatic, like a centrifugal automatic. Wow, where'd all my viewers go? Like nobody watching me anymore, or what? That's crazy. I'm over here looking on Facebook and stuff, and people just, they leave. I guess I should stay focused on one thing or the other, right? Anyway. Still don't have any viewers. I wonder if I got kicked off again. YouTube has kicked me off before because I've been showing stuff. I've been listening to music, like when I'm online, when I'm doing live feeds. I've been on, had songs play that, people claim rights to or whatever. So they, YouTube sends me nasty grams and tells me, oh, you can't use that song because somebody else owns rights to it or whatever. And of course, I always dispute it because I don't, when I'm online or when I'm doing these live videos, I don't have any control over what people are, playing on the radio. And it's not like I'm trying to promote anything. It's not like I'm trying to bring people to my page. I mean, I enjoy it when people visit my page or my channel. 777, where he's at. Anyway, I got my CB radio on over here. I don't, oh shit, where was I? Oh, like I'm not promoting like bands or anything on here. And from what I understand, there's something called free use. Now, free use is like, when you were kids, or at least when I was a kid, I had a tape player. And I used to listen to the radio, and then, I would sit at the radio for hours, trying to catch like my favorite songs. But I wasn't publicizing them, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like what free use is once it's on the air, it no longer becomes private domain, it's public domain because it's been broadcast everywhere. And like if I was using it for background music or something, like if I'm making a short video, hey batshit, oh, I see you're back, good. Yeah, I was showing some more photos. I'm trying to find photos of the scooter that I had. I know that was something you wanted to see. Um, I did show a couple of photos of my dirt bike and my Harley. Matter of fact, I just passed a picture of my Harley a minute ago. Maybe I'll go back to that in a minute. But anyway, I was talking about these rules that YouTube has about copyrighted material that people, it's like anybody can claim rights to a song, and it's amazing to me that they let people do that because people don't own those. And I guess it's just so that folks like me, when I'm playing the radio and a song comes on that I don't realize is playing, and I'm not really trying to play the song, it just happens. Um, it's amazing to me that YouTube wants to, send me a notification telling me that I can't use that song. The the Piaggio has 16-inch wheels. Oh, that's cool. I think my scooters had like 13 or 14-inch wheels or something like that. They're really small. If I can just find, these photos of the scooters, I'll try and show you. It takes forever for these freaking pictures for Facebook. I'm looking at Facebook here. It takes forever for these things to load. Um, but I was also telling about a 2017 street rod, Harley Davidson street rod I had. I do have a really good photo of that bike, but it's going to take me fucking forever to find it. I've been on 45 minutes. I only plan on being about another 15 minutes or so. There's photos from New Orleans. I went to New Orleans last year, so I got a bunch of photos here of that too. If you just bear with me, I'll see if I can find photos of this scooter and show it what it looks like. Did you get to see the one of me sitting on the scooter, the green one? You get the hail damage fixed? No, I didn't. Not yet. So the company that I work for, we use this Buick dealership a lot for like minor defects in paint and dents and shit like that. We also send vehicles over there to have like factory recalls because there's nothing we can do about it at our shop. And we've gotten in pretty good with the service manager over there. So he is he was going to order a hood from me, but apparently the hood that I have is on back order from wherever his, like distributor is. So he's had to order one from a different dealership that has a hood in stock, painted and ready to go. So I'm waiting on the hood. I was going to get out today. I've got a little dent pulling kit that I was using at one point for something else. It was on my gas tank in my Harley. I've got a little dent in there from when I had to lay it down and all that good shit. But so I'm going to try to take this little dent pulling kit and pull some of the dents out myself. I know they're not going to be perfect, and it's probably not going to, I'm probably not going to get all of them, but I want to get the most noticeable ones anyway. Just save a few funny on a phone. On a phone. Oh, Grike, 1967. Oh, I didn't notice that was you. I'm sorry. What's up? You are subscribed already, right? Grike? Images. Yeah, I'm working on the images. But anyway, so I have to wait. I've been waiting a couple of weeks to get this hood. And it looks like it's going to be another week, maybe two, before I actually get it. So that really sucks. But, I'm in no big hurry. I mean, I took a vacation. Yeah, all right, cool. Oh, Queensryche. That's what that stands for. I see. Okay, I see the symbol over there now. See, I can actually see better when I can actually look at the camera. You know what I mean? Like, Queensryche's one of my favorite bands, by the way. I've seen them a few times. I've seen them with Jeff Tate and without Jeff Tate. Personally, I like Jeff Tate better as a lead singer, but I hear he's kind of a dick. But the guy that they have singing for him now, he sounds just like Jeff did when he was young. So I do like Queensryche a whole lot. And believe it or not, I don't know what your favorite album is, but mine is Operation Mindcrime 2. There was Operation Mindcrime 1 and 2, so I like the second one better than the first one. I know that's odd, right? Like a follow-up album or to be continued album. I just like it better. It seems to be a little bit better arranged. And I can tell they did some work on their soundboard and stuff. Yeah, I'm still working on those images, batshit. Give me just a minute here. Man, I got more fucking photos on Facebook than anybody I think I've ever seen in my life. I take photos of everything, when I go on trips. Rage for Order. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't think I own that one. No, I don't. I don't own Rage for Order. I've got Operation Mindcrime 1 and 2, and then I've got Empire. And of course, I've got those all on vinyl. I'm a big collector of vinyl. And so those were like my bucket albums, for having on vinyl. But I got more albums than I know what to do with. And it's all like rock and heavy metal and, stuff like that. But when my mom passed away, I inherited her record collection too. So I've got a lot of old stuff too. Like, I don't know, Jerry Rafferty and Earl Klug and the Beatles and Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin and the Eagles and John Denver. And just, like what old people listen to. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so you see this, that tells you that I'm old, but man, right here, I'm still like a fucking 18-year-old kid or something, I really enjoy music. I go to a lot of concerts, I take a lot of photos, and it's taken me forever to go through these photos. I'm only like halfway through. I'm gonna let them down. Good old classic rock stuff. Yeah, good old classic rock stuff. That's what my mom was into. Her one of her favorite albums was one by what is that woman's name? Joan Baez. Yeah, she liked Joan Baez a lot. And Joni Mitchell. Yeah, she my mom was an, I won't say she was an entertainer because that's not right, but she was a singer in a club in D.C. Um, and I don't remember the name of the club, but she would sing like some of these older artists, you know. But she sang a lot of Joni Mitchell and Joan Baez when she was a singer. Um, I used to really like watching my mom sing because it, and she could had some lungs on her and could wail. I'll tell you that. But like most of my albums are hard rock and heavy metal, especially like the '80s hair bands. Not to say I don't have some stuff in there like Tears for Fears and Flock of Seagulls and stuff like that, but most of mine is stuff like Static X, for instance, Raven Black, Metallica, Motorhead, Megadeth, Dio, Black Sabbath, Ozzy, the regular heavy metal ones. A fellow North Carolinian, yes, yes, I lived in North Carolina at one time. Hey Xavier Smith, how's it going? Oh, we're just sitting around talking about music and stuff. And oh, wait a minute. Hey, Queensryche, what part of North Carolina are you from? I'm from around the Charlotte Mint Hill area. Mint Hill was a If you know anything about Charlotte or Mint Hill, I lived in Mint Hill, went to Independence High School. But anyway, so hey Xavier, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Smith. I'll also give shout outs, by the way. If you haven't if you haven't subscribed, please do so if it's in your heart, or like my video, tap the screen twice. No, we're just sitting around talking music and things like that. You grew up in Charlotte. Okay, cool. What high school did you go to? I lived in Mint Hill out. You'll do it? Garinger. Oh, okay. Hey, did you by chance feed in from Eastway Junior High School? That wouldn't that be a trip if like you were my age and we went to school together and I just didn't know it. But see, I went business school. Okay, cool. I went to Eastway Junior High School, and then in my eighth grade year, no, Hawthorne. Okay, yeah, I remember Hawthorne School. Okay, cool. I didn't know a lot of people that went there. I knew. Let's see. Did she go to Hawthorne? Maybe you might know. No, I don't think so. Never mind. I didn't know that many people that went to Hawthorne School, unless maybe they fed over from Oakhurst Elementary or Eastover Elementary School. Dana, what was Dana's last name? And I can't even think right now, Hawthorne, but I went to Independence High School, Northeast Junior High School, and Eastway Junior High School when I was there. I used to live, if you know where the Memorial Park is, right across from the Memorial Stadium, those two baseball fields there, it's got the one park, and then you've got, what was the name of that school? There was an elementary school right there, right off. Oh, you used to live near Patrick Durham. Oh, so you know my buddy Patrick. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, that's awesome. Small world, take my heart, don't break it. Take your heart, don't break it. What do you mean, Xavier? I don't know what you mean. Is that a song? It's funny you should mention Patrick Durham. He's getting ready to move back to North Carolina, I think. Him and his girl Serena. I think they're getting ready to move back, which would be really cool for them because I know he misses the Carolinas. Actually, I miss the Carolinas too. I haven't been, uh, I haven't lived in North Carolina. Well, I've been through there visiting, but I haven't actually lived there for a long time. Used to live in Missouri for 10 years. Okay. What part of Missouri did you live in? I live in St. Anne, right outside of St. Louis. If you know where Lambert Airport is, I live near there. Take your heart and don't break it, Xavier. Hey, Xavier, who's the artist on that song? Do you know by chance? I mean, I may Festus, Missouri. Okay, that's south of where I'm at. Um, I think that's south. Yeah, it's south of where I'm at. Well, that's cool. It's a small world, isn't it, man? Yeah. Did I lose batshit crazy? He must be gone already because I've only got Queen Drake and Xavier on here right now. Uh, I'm still trying to find photos of this freaking scooter, believe it or not. I'm only going to be on for about 4 more minutes, guys, because I got to go upstairs and I'm going to do some VR tonight, virtual reality. It's been a long day. It's really hot here today. I don't know how hot it is where you. Oh, we are friends on Facebook. Like me and you, or you and Patrick? The fire's going on again. What fire? Oh, that's another name of a song. Well, unfortunate enough for me, let me see. I'm gonna have to write this shit down because if I don't write it down, I won't remember because I have the, I have like ADD or something. I don't know. The fire's going on again. Fire is going on again. Me and you and David Presley. Ah, okay, yeah. All right, I know who you are now. Dude, where have you been? I haven't seen you comment on anything on my page in a while. Okay, yeah, I know who you are. Damn, small world. And you found me on freaking YouTube. Isn't that a trip? I don't do live videos on Facebook anymore. I did a few, but they did the same thing, man. With all the regulations and shit, they chased me off. Told me that I was infringing on copyright shit, and then they took my videos down because I was doing concerts. Like live videos during concerts. But okay, what was the name of that other song? Let's see here. Take my heart, don't break it. Okay, take. I'll have to write this down. My heart, don't break it. Okay, cool. Damn, Dave, that's pretty cool that you ran into me here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this freaking tablet off because I guess batshit crazy's not coming back. That's who I was looking for these photos for. Xavier Smith. Where are you from, Xavier? Can you tell me? I see you got your American flags up there. Are you celebrating Independence Day with the rest of us? Or are you out of country? This is actually purified water, guys, but I've put some flavoring in it. You're on Facebook every night, but usually just posting music on music groups. Yeah, they don't let me do that very much. I got kicked off from Facebook quite a few times, so they're watching me pretty tight these days. Because I'm very opinionated, as you know. I'm sure you've seen some of my posts. I'm very opinionated about a lot of shit, and they don't like it when I comment or when I post shit about things that they don't agree with, should I say, or something like that. Anyway, I thought I had another charging cord down here. I guess I don't. My tablet. Wheaton Summer School. Where's Wheaton Summer School at? Yeah, I used to get put in jail a lot. Wheaton Summer School. Where's that at, Xavier? Can you tell me? I'm in Missouri. Are you in the United States? I like to see where people are from. So I can go back and mark it. Like I've got this book that I keep, and it tells me, like, when people tell me where they're from, I write down their names and where they were from. So, and I try to remember too, like if I see them on my live feeds, I could go back and say, oh yeah, you're the guy from, you know, whatever. All right. Did you drop out on me, David? Are you gone? Like I said, I'm only going to be on here for another minute or two. Spring break. These nuts, pretty much tire. Plus we have spring break now. Pretty much tire. Oh, I don't know what your cheese nest plus Navajo. What? Are you stoned? Are you having flashbacks, or are you on acid, or are you like hallucinating, or what's up, Xavier? Goodness gracious, I don't understand a word you're saying. These nuts pass unlimited school. Alright, whatever that means. So, you know what? I'm going to get rid of you because I don't think you're... There we go. Now you're gone. Bye, Dave. Bye, Xavier. I don't know, man. When people talk like that, it makes me kind of weird. Anyway. Hey, Dave, good to see you in there, man. And you said you were subscribed already, so I won't go through the whole spiel with you. But there's other people on here, so if you like my video, please hit the screen twice. If you want to subscribe, it's up there somewhere. It's a white circle. It has subscribe written in it. Press that button, and then of course, if you want your name, I can do a shout out for you real quick because I'm getting ready to get off of here. So if you want a shout out, put your name down there, write something, and I'll give you a shout out. Now, subscriptions and likes aren't necessary. I'll give you a shout out anyway. But there are a lot of channels out there where people they won't do that for you. But I will, because I'm just that kind of guy. All right, that fast, I'm just down to you, Dave. All right, man. We'll see you later. I'm going to sign off. Have a great 4th of July, what's left of it. And I may be on for a few minutes tomorrow. I'm not sure. It just kind of depends on what's going on. But, hey, viewer that you just came in, hey, I'm getting ready to leave. If you want a shout out real quick, I'll give you a shout out. Type something. Because I'm out of here in about 10 seconds. All right, Dave, take it easy, man. All right, YouTube, good night. Happy 4th of July, America. Happy Freedom Day, Independence Day. All right. You guys take it easy. I'll see you. Peace.